AVP and Stefanski probably wouldn't approve of that, but that's been in my arsenal for a while, so I figured I'd use it tonight.
What were you feeling out there? You look pretty excited.
Definitely excited. It's always good to get football back in your life and actually being able to get some game reps in there. So super fun being out there. I just try my best to focus on my job only, make sure I get guys lined up, get the play calls out, like I said before, earlier in the week. So I think I did a pretty good job of that tonight.
You didn't get nervous at all. How did you feel out there?
I think that accredits to my 48 starts or whatever it is before I got here, as well as the Shrine game and everything like that. So definitely wasn't my first go-around with the NFL setting. But, yeah, I was definitely a lot more comfortable than previous years.
The touchdown throw to Watkins, how quickly you saw that play develop, just if you could just take us through what you saw and the execution.
Yeah, it was in one of Kellen's first two drives where he had got the same play, same look. And I was obviously paying attention the whole time in the first half, trying to get clues on their defense and signals and everything like that. So we had actually got the same look on my play. And I figured if I'd move the safety and the linebacker over a little bit that I could have a chance backside. And that just so happened to work out. So.
I feel like you were back at UCLA, you and Demetri, like 88 of the 93 yards.
Yeah, we actually talked about it a little bit pregame. It felt like the Washington State, like kind of how the stadium felt. But yeah, definitely brought back some good memories for sure, especially the block for his touchdown. So.
How weird was that light delay, the lights out thing that went on, and what were you thinking or doing during that time, and how did it impact how warm or cold you were when you were getting?
Yeah. So at UCLA, they turned the lights off and we do a light show at the start of the fourth quarter, and there was a start of the fourth quarter, so I thought that's what was going on, and they ended up saying that the lights were out. So I was like just praying. And like trying to stay warm on the sideline, like hoping like they don't cancel the game or anything. But luckily we finished it out, and it ended the way it ended. So.
And it looked like you almost like heated up after that.
Yeah, a little bit. Finally got a chance to catch my breath after that first long drive. So.
What have you seen out of Austin Watkins since he got here?
It's just a really smart player. As soon as he got here, he grasped the playbook really well. And then obviously a speedster. He's a big body for his type. And I threw him a deep ball, and he tracked it down real well. So I knew he had good ball skills, but just a really cerebral player, I would say.
You made a lot of plays with your feet. How do you think that impacts the game?
I mean, my job is to get first downs and touchdowns. And so I think just going over situational ball, like I said, I've been in a lot of situations over my 5 years at UCLA. And some of those popped up tonight, and just trying to be able to get first downs. They do a lot of spot drops, and we're running a lot of too high coverages tonight. So for me, just be able to step up in the pocket. Like AVP always says, good things happen when you step up in the pocket. So.
When you put together those longer drives, do you feel like a pace and a rhythm as those drives are progressing?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Obviously, we got some things to clean up with penalties and stuff like that kind of delay those drives. But overall, I think we did a really good job offensively, especially up front, just staying even-keeled the whole night. But, yeah, it did kind of feel like I was getting in the rhythm. Also, not taking as many reps before this, I kind of was out of game shape. So definitely got to get on the treadmill when I get back on.
On that block, did you know when he bounced it out that you were going to have to, throw a block, or did you think twice about doing it?
No, that's all instincts. I'm out there playing as hard as I can for my teammates. Coach Stefanski and AVP always preach to run through the football, even on the offensive side of the ball, and being able to pick your brother up. And so that's kind of what that was. I seen Felt was going to cut back and kind of how the hole was going to open up. And all he had was one person to be backside, which was the corner, so I figured I'd stick my nose in there real quick.
Saw you embrace Aaron Rodgers after the game there. What did he have to say to you?
Just how proud he is of me. He's been keeping up with me for a couple years now, and so for us to be able to start to form that relationship now that I'm in the league with him, I think it's pretty special for me because I've been watching him my whole life. But I think just overall his message was just keep going, keep doing what I'm doing, keep my head down, and keep working hard. So.
Is he the type of guy that you always modeled your game after, or just something you looked up?
It's kind of hard to model your game after Aaron, just because of all the special things he can do with the football. But definitely just like as a person. And how he carries himself and how he handles the organization and everything like that is something I aspire to be one day for sure.
How did you get to know him and develop sort of a little bit of a relationship?
I mean, I've always been kind of in the fans' perspective when it comes to Aaron, but just recently this past year, I got to meet with him up at a 7-on-7 event through my trainer. And it was just for charity work and stuff like that, but we got to talk and communicate, and I got to pick his brain a little bit there. And then he actually sent me a jersey and a message when I was at the rookie premiere event. So I got to watch that, and that was pretty cool for me too. So.
What did it mean to play on this weekend with the atmosphere that is the Hall of Fame game?
Yeah, I think it's all about getting reps, making sure that I can now have film to watch, to be able to learn from, because Lord knows I was not perfect tonight. So I think that's probably the biggest thing is this is just the next step in my process and in my growth and development, making sure that I can go in on tomorrow and watch all the film and all the cut-ups and stuff and get ready for next week. So.
DeJuan Jones played the entire game there.
Mm-hmm.
How do you hold up?
Really good, really good. I had no problems on my right side, so I think DeJuan did a phenomenal job handling the workload. Because I know for the second half of me being out there, I was pretty gassed. So for him to do the whole game, I was very proud of him for sure.
Just to be clear, when said Aaron Rodgers sent you that jersey, was it Jets or Packers?
It was a Packers jersey.